Hey everyone, welcome back to POA for you. My name is Leroy, and today we're going to go through the second installment of N Levels 2019 Paper 2, Question 1. Now, if you've not seen the first video, please go and take a look. The first part of this video, please go and take a look, right? Because there were 3 steps that I shared with you that were very, very important to help answer part A and part B of this question. Now, this is a free resource, and I would ask you, if you have a friend that you know who could benefit from this video, please share it with them. I'm going to go through working solutions, or I'm going to share with you how I work through these solutions, and hopefully they will be super useful to you. If you have any questions, asked on this channel, or email me at poaforyou@gmail.com, and my email address is on the top left of this sheet, or any sheets that I work on in these videos. And hopefully, all right, the 3 steps that we left off in the last section of this, or the first installment of this question. Step 1 was to label whether each of these trial balance items belong to the statement of financial position or statement of financial performance, and we have labeled them accordingly. Part B, of course, relates to the second part of the question, which is to plot your statement of financial position, and part A, statement of financial performance. Then we went to do the journal entries for all of these additional information, and that step 3, we updated these original trial balance with the impact on the journal entries, as well as highlighted in the journal entries which are the new accounts that we have to take note of as we populate the answer. So now I'm going to start with the income statement, part A, or the statement of financial performance. I'm going to take a format that I've prepared already, and you should be familiarized with the formats that is relevant for your examination. But I go through this with you as well. So this statement of financial performance is taking all the A's, right? Because you're doing part A of the question. So it's a service income kind of business. So it starts with fee income. And then we put in the fee income here, 98850, right? There are no other income. Oh, there's other income. Okay. And then this is rental income. So this is 3400, and then we have less expenses, and then we will go through the list and put it one by one, right? Printing and stationery, and how much is that? That is 85200. One thing I forgot to do was, anytime I transferred any item from this anywhere on the question, the trial balance, to the answer, then I will just cross them out, because then I know that I've addressed this and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Insurance, the next one, insurance. So I'm going to transfer not 5600, but the new number 5420, because the new number has been new number is reflective of the additional information that we did in the previous installment of this video, right? Then next one is general expenses. General expenses was the amount. There's no new number here, so it's 3440. I'm going to cross it out and I'm going to put 3440. Then we have rent and rates. Rent and rate, there's no new number, so I'm going to take the original number, 15,800. I'm going to cross it out. Wages and salaries, so I'm going to call this WNS as a short form. And is there a new number? Yes, there's a new number, right? So I'm going to use the new number here, 3,300, and then I'm going to cross it out. And motor vehicles, MV expenses, there's a new number as well, so I'm going to cross it out and move the new number here to 570. Now some of those with the new numbers I should be including the workings, right? So I'm going to make sure I do this, and I'm going to put it in here, and you should as well in your examinations, because the examiners would like to know this, right? And then I put in here, and then MV, I'm going to put the workings in here as well. Okay, now after finishing all these part A's in the trial balance, I'm going to look at the journal entries and see if there's any part A's here as well. And yes, I've identified depreciation expenses as items to flow through to part A of the answer. So I'm going to tick off the first part A. I'm going to put depreciation expense of MV, motor vehicles, and these are all abbreviations that I've used, right? You guys should not be using abbreviations because I'm just using it so that you don't have to see me typing, spend most of the time seeing me typing instead, you know. And then next one is depreciation of fixtures and fittings, and then I'm going to put in here the amount of 590, and I'm going to cross this out as well. Right, so anything that's part A that I've missed? I don't think so. So I've got a list of all my expenses. I'm going to calculate how much is the total expense. And the total expense is 69,520. So I'm going to calculate the profit or loss, which is fee income plus rental income less the total expenses. And there I have my profit. Loss would be negative, but it's not a negative, so profit for the year, right? All right, and then I'm going to indicate here B because I need to move this, take this into account when I prepare my statement of financial performance, and I'll show you how in a bit. So that's done. I'm going to transfer the statement of financial performance below and make space for the next part of my answer. And I'm going to copy the format that I prepared for the statement of financial position. I'm going to put it just here. Wonderful. I am going to bring this in here. Okay, so now again, anything that's B, I'm going to transfer over to the statement of financial position. So the first thing always starts with non-current assets, right? So I'm going to put motor vehicle. I'm going to abbreviate this. Cost is 18,800. Accumulated depreciation, I don't use the old amount, I have to use a new amount, 7280. Net book value is cost less accumulated depreciation. The next item on the list, and I'm going to cross these two out, right? Because I've done it. So next one is fixtures and fittings. Whoops. It's 5900, and then the accumulated depreciation is 2890, and this is net book value is cost less accumulated depreciation, so I'm going to cross these out as well. Then I'm going to calculate my total net book value of the non-current assets, and that's 14,530. Next, current assets. All these are current assets, so I'm going to look through the list to see which are the ones. Cash at bank, they are all debit balances. Cash in hand, so they are current assets, so I'm going to put here 10,800 and 175. Cross these two out. So I'm crossing these out so I know I've done it, right? And I know that I don't miss out anything when I do my check later. Capital is not a asset, but trade receivables is, so I'm going to put trade receivables, and I'm going to put 28828200, and I'm going to cross that out. And anything that is asset, no, payables is liability, so nothing here. I'm going to look at my journal entry new list here. There's an asset here, prepaid insurance. I'm going to cross that out, and I'm going to move it up as well. So we have prepaid insurance, and it's 180. And I'm going to, that's it for my current asset. I'm going to sum all these up, and that's the total of my current assets, and that's the total of my total assets, the current asset plus the non-current assets. Now let's look at the other side of the statement of financial position. It starts with shareholders equity, and this is a sole proprietor, so it goes with capital, and I'm going to see what's the beginning capital here, 28050. I'm going to plus any profits for the year, and how much is the profits here? Profit was calculated at 32730. I'm going to cross this out as well. Oops, because I've done that. Right, I have added that in here, and I'm going to less any drawings. Do I have drawings? Nothing here. I better tick off capital while I see this. But drawings, I remember I have some drawings here. So I have a drawings here of 21,815. So I'm going to cross it out. and I'm going to less drawings here, 21815, and this is my final capital amount for the end of the year, and I'm going to put it here. All right, current liabilities. So let's start with what we see in the trial balance. We have one item left, trade payables. So I'm going to cross this out and I'm going to put it in here, trade payables, and I'm going to cut 14450 because there's no new amount, so I'm going to use the original amount. And then, do I have anything in the journal entries here? Yes, I have motor vehicle expense payables, so I'm going to include this, right? And how much is that? 470. I'm going to cross that out, cross that out, and that's it, right? Yeah, so I'm going to sum this, and this is the total current liabilities, and the total equities and liabilities is a summation of these two, and it balances with my assets. So the balance sheet is balanced, and voila, we're done. All right, so hopefully this is clear to you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I may have gone too fast in some areas, or there are some concepts that you need some help with. Just post it on this channel or email me directly, guys. So email is on the top left hand corner, poa4u@gmail.com. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any questions, like question papers you want to share with me for me to do, and please feel free to send them to me. Okay, I'll be more than happy to work that through with you guys. Thank you for watching, and take care for now.